Ghetto Brown, you come to CSW and you ran roughshod through the whole promotion. You beat people, one punch, one kill, the G9, it's all lethal. But tonight, my friend, you're stepping in there with the mighty Zulu warrior, king of the indigenous, king of the nation of warriors. And tonight, you're gonna know what it's like to not hit that G9.
Hey, welcome back. Good to see you again. We've been away for a while. This is Brian Cage, Store of the Year. I'm Mike Roycroft. Welcome to CSW Viral. We hope you had a very happy Thanksgiving. I know I did. Imagine you did too. All the turkey and cranberry sauce and all that. Yeah, I'm very bloated today. I don't know. Still eating turkey sandwiches here. They'll go on forever. But you know what? That's not the exciting thing. The exciting thing, we saw it at the top of the program. Marcus Gibbs in our main event today. He challenges for the viral title held by Ghetto Brown.
Yeah, Ghetto Brown came out and just after the very first viral internet championship defense challenged the former champion Chuck Diamond. Ghetto Brown now has the target on his head. Marcus Gibbs going at it tonight.
The hunter becomes the hunted. We will see how that turns out. As if that wasn't enough, we also see the debut of a sorts of the fabulous Jimmy. He will be taking on Street Bandit.
This is the first time that we get to see Jimmy on his own with this new attitude of his on Viral and going up against a very game Street Bandit who it's really seems a little shaken up that he has to go against Jimmy tonight.
Well, we'll see what happens. Not only that, we want you to stay tuned. We've got a very special announcement that we are saving for the end of the program. You don't want to miss that.
Not only that, we're coming up on the end of our first year of CSW Viral. It's literally right around the corner, 3 or 4 weeks away. And to celebrate everything that's happened with Culture Shock Wrestling and with Viral in the past year, we have the nominees, the official nominees for the first ever Viral Awards.
That's right. We're going to give out awards for Match of the Year, Wrestler of the Year, a few other things. Just stay tuned. We're going to guide you through that. We'll give you a chance to vote and see your favorite win the award for our End of the Year awards. But right now, let's go to the ring for Street Bandit versus Fabulous Jimmy.
Fabulous Jimmy, it's me and you tonight, one-on-one. You see, I've been watching your matches, and I see you wear makeup. What is up with that? Women wear makeup. So tonight, if you come around with me with that funniest business, I got a pair of handcuffs that'll take you out. And you better be watching your back, because I have friends at high places that might just show up tonight. And like every inbreed out here realize, I scream, you scream, we all scream for me. Ah! Suck on that.
Brian Cage, we hear the ever loud screaming entrance of one Street Bandit. Somebody you're certainly not a stranger to.
God, is that scream annoying.
Street Bandit, I guess, taking some exception to the fact that he has to take on the one and only Fabulous Jimmy for reasons that I think are going to become plain as he sachets his way to the ring. Jimmy with a new look here, a new attitude, a new persona, if you will.
Yeah, well, if Bandit, I mean, if anybody's going to be offended by the direction, the lifestyle choices of Jimmy Hendrick, I'm not so sure it should be the guy in a gimp mask with handcuffs.
Yeah, fair point. Street Bandit doesn't go much of anywhere without those handcuffs. But I'll tell you what, Jimmy Hinder, as he was formerly known, former member of the Sadist Kingdom, apparently got tired of being in the image that Victor Crew wanted him to be in, that Mike Metal wanted him to be in. He looked in the mirror one day and decided, I want to be myself. And obviously he decided himself is pretty darn fabulous there, as we can see.
That's a pretty fabulous mask, if you ask me. It's a little shiny. I don't know quite where this is all coming from. Jimmy's been in CSW for a while, multiple-time tag team champion with the Sadist Kingdom. I don't know, maybe he was the beat-up guy for the Sadist Kingdom. They call themselves sadists, so they got to have somebody that they like to punish. Maybe Jimmy was the guy who liked being punished. I don't know.
What I'm really taken by is how the fans have immediately taken to him. I don't think Jimmy has ever heard any cheers from the crowd in his career here in CSW. He's just done a 100% turnaround in terms of popularity here. Crowd really responding to this new fabulous Jimmy. And Street Bandit, as you mentioned, with the use of that mask and the handcuffs, what have you, he's usually in the driver's seat as far as playing mind games with his opponent. And this will be one time he's on the receiving end of it, it looks like. He's already got under his skin, according to that interview we saw earlier. Well, the referee not exactly liking things either.
Speaking of the receiving end, it seems like Danny's going to be on the receiving end of a lot in this match.
Indeed, referee Danny Wright with his hands full. And the bell rings. You see Street Bandit already taking some offense to the preening and posing of one fabulous Jimmy. I mean, we've seen a lot of wrestlers like this over the years, you know, whether it's Adrian Street, whether it's Goldust, go all the way back to Gorgeous George. These guys always used it to their psychological advantage too.
Oh, absolutely. It's something that, you know, when you have a rambunctious personality like that, you can really use it to get into somebody's head. And it's not just with guys like this. I mean, there are plenty of other examples in different facets in the wrestling business, but when you have a personality that is just out there and different from everybody else, it really can be in your benefit with playing mind games.
He's literally got Street Bandit a little tentative about even touching him, you know? And obviously, he's in the mind, he's in the head, so to speak. That was a poor choice of words there, but
I think
he's got Street Bandit thinking.
I think Bandit just really doesn't want that lipstick to rub off on his mask.
Not a good look for him, I don't think. We will see how Street Bandit handles this. Fabulous Jimmy moving in. And Street Bandit going right for the wrist. Perhaps he senses that Fabulous Jimmy has a limp wrist or something. I don't know. But he's working it over right now. Elbows to the arm. Let's see how Fabulous Jimmy makes his way out of this one. Bandit definitely on the offensive here, but there you go. Nice reversal here, looks like, by Fabulous Jimmy.
Not so limp-wristed after all, I guess.
Apparently not. As I was alluding to, you really can't underestimate this guy. He's playing it up in the outlandish factor, but that could just be a way to wait for his opponent to make a mistake and capitalize for sure.
Well, the one thing that Jimmy has going to his disadvantage right now, and this is where he really has to really use this psychological edge, is he has primarily been a tag team guy. He has been a member of the Sadist Kingdom for so long, I cannot tell you the last time I've seen Jimmy in the ring one-on-one.
But it does seem that being more himself, as he calls it, gives him a bit more added confidence, I would say. Well, swing to a step, if you will.
Whoa, looked like Jimmy pinched the derriere there of Street Bandit to get out of that wrist lock.
And again, getting inside the brain of Street Bandit. One of the advantages Street Bandit's always had is with that mask on, you really can't necessarily read a man's frustration or whatever he's feeling expressed on his face. But Fabulous Jimmy is actually breaking that barrier right now and obviously getting Street Bandit flustered. It's an unusual thing to see.
Well, it's a very awkward situation in there for Bandit. He's used to being the guy that gets in everybody's head.
Perhaps the go behind was not the wisest move to make on Fabulous Jimmy. And again, you see Street Bandit showing the frustration there.
And a "you go girl" from the crowd.
whatever's going on here with Fabulous Jimmy, I think it's working. I mean,
Well, it's like you said, the confidence factor. It's amazing what can happen when you drop all the facades and just start being yourself. And if this is really what Jimmy feels that he is as a person, then of course there's going to be a lot of confidence there. And there you see it.
indeed, look at that. Trying to capitalize right away there, sweeping the leg, but doesn't quite get a 2 count. That may have woken Street Bandit up a little bit. He's got to realize that he's got to keep his mind focused on the match and not so much on the antics and posings and preenings of Fabulous Jimmy. And there you go. He goes right on the attack. Harsh elbows to the back of the head.
Well, all it takes is 3 seconds and you've lost the match. And when you got somebody in your head like that, that 3 seconds can come like lightning in a bottle.
Street Bandit asserting control here. And once again, going to the posterior. And did you see how quickly Street Bandit let go of that offensive maneuver?
Well, I don't know if it's Jimmy just having fun or Jimmy noticing that he is in Bandit's head and using it to his advantage. Either way, it's really a smart move by Jimmy so far.
He's definitely got Street Bandit thrown. Bandit is the veteran here of the two. So any psychological advantage Fabulous Jimmy can take obviously evens the odds there for him. Street Bandit there, you see him fake out a test of strength into a headlock again.
A little bit of head games by himself, and that's what Bandit has to do. He's got to level that psychological playing field because, like you said, the experience factor, especially in these one-on-one situations, is going to go in Bandit's favor.
Big shoulder tackle and arm drag by Jimmy and into a body slam, and Fabulous Jimmy firmly in control. Nice drop kick right to the chest. Takes Street Bandit straight to his back.
That double stomp Mexican drop kick laying Bandit out.
Now coming in on a rear chin lock. You got to figure that mask is already limiting the oxygen.
Is Jimmy necking him?
Is he? Oh my goodness.
This may be the first time we see someone tap out to a hickey.
I'm not sure how he could nibble on the ear through that mask, so it must have been the neck. I don't know. Again, Jimmy just played to the cheers of the crowd and getting the advantage at the same time here. I'm not sure how Bandit's going to deal with this. At some point, he may get so angry, he may mess up and make a big mistake and lose this match. Look at him. He's completely flustered taking a seat in the crowd. And that crowd is not necessarily always friendly to Street Bandit.
Well, they're not really friendly to anybody, whether they love you or hate you. The Mossy Head faithful are really just a dangerous environment to be around.
At the moment, Fabulous Jimmy looking to be in his environment there. Just has Street Bandit wondering any way around this. Again, just tentative to even lock up here. Pulling him by the hair now. Going back to an old tried and true offensive method by Street Bandit. Big shot to the midsection of Fabulous Jimmy. Now Street Bandit back in charge and going to work here. You know, when it comes down to athletics, Street Bandit may have the advantage. Oh, nice neck breaker.
That's a very devastating neck breaker.
And look at him go in there. Just the brisk efficiency of athleticism and offensive maneuvers by Street Bandit. Once he gets his head in the game and gets over these antics of Fabulous Jimmy, he certainly shows his worth in the ring. And now what's he got? Is that those handcuffs again?
He is very, very crafty at finding ways to sneak those in and choke you, but I've been on the receiving end of that, and the referee just can't see it. He's gotten very good over the years at hiding. I'm pretty sure he had those handcuffs custom made to fit into the palms of his hand.
Probably. Big part of the repertoire, if you will, of Street Bandit. Now he goes back to elbows in the head. He's got Fabulous Jimmy somewhat incapacitated. Nice snap suplex by Street Bandit. Does he have him here? Only a 2 count. But Jimmy not exactly kicking out with force there, just kind of rolling out. He's got him winded and he's got him on the run, does Street Bandit.
One thing that Bandit always is able to do is once he gets on a roll, it is fast and furious. You don't expect it from someone like him, but it's just hit after hit after hit. He doesn't give you a chance to breathe and catch your breath and recuperate. He is on you like a dog on a raw steak.
Indeed, Bandit very much a wrestling breed there, using his athleticism once he gets the advantage. You know, another thing he noted in that interview that we saw earlier that still throws me, him talking about he has friends in high places watching his back, or however he put it. You have to wonder what's up. I mean, maybe the Fist is looking to recruit Street Bandit?
Well, I think if the Fist was looking to get Street Bandit, they would have already made a move or made a coup at some point. But, I mean, that's really in their MO. They don't really hide things very well. They just come out and do them. Who knows, maybe he has some dungeon buddies that, you know, tied up at the moment, literally.
Oh my. Well, perhaps it's best we leave that to mystery and imagination for the time being. As Street Bandit continues to work over Fabulous Jimmy. And it looks like the tide has turned here. Perhaps this is where Jimmy has to work on his game a little bit, not just all, you know, pageantry and psychology, but when it comes down to exchanging holds and taking the shots here, Street Bandit looks to be a bit ahead of Fabulous Jimmy. Continues to work him over there with a sharp elbow right to the face. Look at that. Just snap leg drops. You were talking about that just non-stop flurry of offensive maneuvers by Street Bandit. Just about had him put away there.
Well, and Jimmy, like I said before, he's been a tag team specialist for a good chunk of his career. I mean, at this point, he would be looking to tag in his partner, but he is all on his own now. There's nobody in his corner, except for maybe the fans, and you can't really tag them in.
Very good point. I mean, it's a different level of conditioning when you go into singles competition. There's no break to take. There's no way out other than, you know, the 9 seconds you're allowed to run out of the ring, and even that's not guaranteed that the guy's not going to come after you out there. But Street Bandit firmly in control here on Fabulous Jimmy.
You really got to wonder how much priss and prompt that Jimmy has left in him at this point.
What's he setting up for here?
Oh, another neck breaker.
Oh, devastating. I think he might have just killed Fabulous Jimmy there. Jimmy dropping straight down, no movement at all.
Sent him straight to Broke Neck Mountain.
I think I saw him, yeah, a flashy chain of those cuffs once again, as if that neck breaker wasn't enough.
And again, I mean, we see him going for it, but Bandit's very coy about it. Making sure the referee's distracted, checking on the well-being of Jimmy, and
look at that, he threw it right out of the ring too while the referee was distracted. He has got that art of cheating down, that's for sure, does Street Bandit.
One of these days, we're going to have an official school and just go through replays of people. One of these days.
Street Bandit always staying a step ahead of both his opponent and the officials. Now Jimmy gets a break with an elbow, forearm combination from the corner. And another nice drop kick there by Fabulous Jimmy. He might be turning this around now.
He's got to get the offense back up.
That neck still smarting, obviously.
Oh, atomic.
Oh!
That could be it.
Jimmy showing resilience there, kicking out of that. What an incredible spinebuster combination there by Street Bandit.
I've
The
seen
Chicken
that.
C's in bad shape.
Oh, this is going to be it.
DDT. Jimmy finds his way out of it. Nice reversal there. Not sure he caught all of that clothesline.
Oh.
Bandit rake to the eye. Nice jawbreaker. Oh! Just like that.
That is it. Good night, Jimmy.
Snaps that DDT with precision. Street Bandit picking up the victory. Not really a completely clean victory when you consider all the handcuff shenanigans, but nonetheless impressive with that DDT.
Look at this again. I mean,
Yes.
that sit-out spine buster, Jimmy able to just barely kick out of. Firing up, getting out of that DDT.
Street Bandit going for that DDT. Fabulous Jimmy able to shake it off. Tries to reverse it, tries to change the tide, but Street Bandit knows what he's looking for, and he just awaits his moment to snap him back into that DDT and plant him face first on the mat. Your winner is Street Bandit.
There you have it. Despite being flustered by Fabulous Jimmy, Street Bandit pulls out the victory.
Well, Street Bandit, you could definitely tell that Jimmy was in his head at the get-go, but once he kind of got in control, things kind of started going his way. Even despite the handcuff shenanigans, it is what it is. Street Bandit coming out on top. Very impressive win.
Quite a moment. And speaking of moments, we want to start talking about the nominations for our year-end awards here at Viral. One of the big ones is Moment of the Year. And the nominees for the Viral Moment of the Year are, number 1, Brian Cage Spears Darius Kane through a table.
Joe Gibson nip tosses Chris Corbin.
The birth of that insidious faction known as the Fist.
Mike Metal choking out Magic Mike.
Oh yes, what a moment. Please make sure and vote for that. John Riker chokeslams Lane Smart through a flaming table. And as if that's not enough for you to get online and start voting, we are also voting for Feud of the Year. Lord knows we have had our share of feuds here in Culture Shock Wrestling.
And no doubt, and take a look at these nominees. And the nominees for the Viral Feud of the Year are Nathan Beast and Mike Metal for the CSW Heavyweight Championship.
Mr. Hardcore John Riker versus the Beast Lane Smart in a feud that literally tore the building down more than once.
And our last nominee is too big to handle. It's that group, the Fist, versus everyone.
That's right, it's the Fist versus the world. Does anybody like these guys? There you have it, fans. Get online, get your votes in now. The winners will receive their year-end awards coming up on a future episode of Viral.
Yeah, and don't forget, go to facebook.com/CSW Viral. You can vote for your favorites. We'll have the polls up shortly, and just vote every day if you can. Get the votes out, vote for your favorites.
Certainly more to come on that. We will keep you apprised of these ongoing results here in the coming weeks on CSW Viral. Right now, we got a main event match. It's the Viral title. Ghetto Brown versus Zulu Warrior Marcus Gibbs.
And we await the challenger for the Viral title, the Zulu Warrior, Marcus Gibbs, making his inimitable entrance to the ring. Marcus Gibbs, no stranger to gold, but he's been more focused on tag team gold the past couple of years, Brian, and now he's got a chance to put his own name as a singles competitor out there again.
Well, Marcus has been one of the most decorated singles, well, not just singles, but one of the most decorated champions in CSW history. Been with the Onyx, like you said, focusing on the tag team, a 5-time tag team champion at CSW, and a former heavyweight champion, a former United States champion. This would just be another feather in that water buffalo cap of his.
And he's going to have his hands full with the Viral champion, Ghetto Brown. And man, while not as decorated and not with the track record of a Marcus Gibbs, he has made a big impact in a short amount of time here in Culture Shock Wrestling.
Well, a lot of people really, oh God, is he going to talk again?
Yeah. Ghetto Brown looking for the microphone to do his thing. Let's see what he's got to say to Marcus Gibbs.
As always, Ghetto Brown is not in a good mood.
Is he ever?
I was back there getting me a good nap. relaxing, chilling, and I'm told I have to defend my title. Now, when my music is, shut up when I'm talking.
Crowd here having none of it.
When Ghetto Brown's music hits and he comes through that curtains, he's ready to work. He's ready to go to work. This is my job. And frankly, nobody can do it like y'all all know this already.
No, I can pick it up.
So, when stuff like this happens and people interfere with my job, it makes me think. I don't go to Tumunda and mess with your job when you chasing zebras with spears. I don't do that. I respect you on your job. I don't bother you at all. So when you come in and scream about me, shut the hell up when I'm trying to talk. Show me some respect. So what I'm telling you is, you're gonna have to earn this. You're gonna have to fight for this, bro.
Well, we have a saying where I'm from, and I'm gonna not be long-winded like this idiot, Zulu Brown. His name is Zulu Brown. Let's say it, let's hear it. Zulu Brown.
Marcus working his magic on the mic.
If you think you're tough, come to Africa.
Ghetto Brown showing quite a bit of disrespect there to Marcus Gibbs with the chasing zebras line, but
I don't think there's a shred of respect in Ghetto Brown's body. And that kind of, he says to these fans that he deserves respect when he has a microphone in his hand, but he has no respect in his body for the fans, for the guy he's in the ring with, for any of the guys in the back. How can you expect to get respect when you don't have any yourself?
Marcus Gibbs taking control here early on, giving Ghetto Brown not too a flattering new nickname there as he works the arm over of the champion.
If that Zulu magic has any of its gusto left after being on the show a couple of weeks ago.
What a pleasure it was to have Marcus Gibbs here in your absence, Mr. Cage. Did a great job co-hosting, but of course, his charisma is just one facet of what Marcus Gibbs does, and we are seeing him at his best here in the ring. Ghetto Brown reversing it, taking control of the arm of Zulu Warrior Marcus Gibbs, whips him into the ropes. There's clothesline.
There's probably not a better mat technician in CSW right now than Marcus. I mean, he will tie you into a pretzel. I've been in there with him many times and seen it happen and had it happen.
Indeed, vicious chop to the chest by Marcus Gibbs. Ghetto Brown cannot overlook the experience and the ability of Marcus Gibbs. Marcus will take it to him. Getting a 2 count early on here. Marcus Gibbs is taking control over the Viral champion Ghetto Brown. But he fights back. It's turning into a bit of a slugfest here.
Well, Marcus doesn't want it to get to that point because that's really where Ghetto thrives, is in throwing punches, throwing those forearms and fists. Marcus wants to get it to a more mat-based, to a wrestling game if he wants to walk out of this Viral champion. God, could you just imagine that episode of Viral, co-host Viral champion Marcus Gibbs?
That would be something.
Magic everywhere.
We saw Marcus Gibbs dodge the charging Ghetto Brown, using his momentum against him. And doing so even more. Great arm twist and arm drag takedown there by Marcus Gibbs. And he seems to have the Viral champ a bit disoriented at the moment.
Really kind of turned his arm into a wine cork.
You talk about that technical skill of Marcus Gibbs. It is on display here in this match. Ghetto Brown sneaking in a nice roll-up.
There's one thing I can say for Ghetto Brown. He tends to know where he is. He's very good at having his wits about him and adjusting.
Nice
good bridge.
Flex.
Kind of a fisherman's hook. And these fans, yeah, I think that nickname is here to stay.
none too happy about it, taking his frustrations out on the man who gave him that nickname, Marcus Gibbs, the Zulu Warrior. Wow. Catches him right on the apron. Takes him to the post. Nope, Marcus Gibbs dodges it, and once again, like a ninja, uses Ghetto Brown's own momentum against him. Now Ghetto Brown down and out as Marcus Gibbs celebrates in the ring, but he's going to have to get him in there and pin him or make him submit to get that Viral title. He does not want to win by countout. That does him no good here. Ghetto Brown definitely feeling the ill effects of that clothesline into the post. If that post could talk, I think it would say ouch.
Well, at this point, I'm surprised if the post could talk, its jaw wouldn't even be wired shut.
True that. Ghetto Brown wisely taking some rest out there, but Marcus Gibbs going right back on the offensive with those Zulu chops. Takes Ghetto Brown down.
Speaking of wired jaws shut, is there any way we can get that to happen with Ghetto?
Time will tell here. Marcus Gibbs certainly wants to do his best job at that. Ghetto Brown bails. You can kind of see the frustration on Ghetto Brown here. He's been unable to take solid charge for an extended period of time in this match. We've seen him dominate quite a few opponents here in his time in CSW. He's not used to being on the short end of the stick, and further showing his frustration bringing that chair in the ring. Again, not really wanting to wrestle. He wants it to break down into a street fight, which is more up his alley.
Oh!
There you go.
Well,
big low blow by Ghetto Brown.
You got to think the chair was just a ploy.
Up,
oh,
G9.
God.
Oh, face first. This could be it.
That's got to be it.
This is how he won it.
Oh!
Marcus Gibbs finding the reserve, the resiliency to get out of that move. I think it was more a matter of Ghetto Brown perhaps being worn down earlier and not hitting all of it that he wanted to on that G9. But either way, very smart strategy by Marcus Gibbs.
That was very, very close to a 3 count.
Indeed.
Very close.
Ghetto Brown continuing to try to dominate the elusive Marcus Gibbs. Zulu Warrior once again shifting the momentum.
Marcus.
Oh, Death Valley Driver.
Oh!
Right down on
we
the
got
head,
a new
too.
champion.
This could be it. 2.
Oh!
2.5. Ghetto Brown. Got to hand it to him, too.
Marcus just
Double
looks
tough.
amazed. Oh, whoa. Fist drop time, he says.
Going to the second rope does Marcus Gibbs and misses. Ghetto Brown now looking to perhaps hit that G9 again. Nope. Yep. Suplex, belly to back. Again, a nice bridge. Ghetto Brown, you know,
he
comes off as a slugger, but he'll pull those wrestling moves out from time to time. He'll surprise you.
Well, he's got the strength to lift you up and slam you down. And oh my God!
Out of nowhere, the veteran Marcus Gibbs.
New champion.
Indeed, Viral champion Marcus Gibbs, the Zulu Warrior.
And how about this? Viral title's been defended twice, and twice we have had a new champion.
Certainly a worthy competitor, Marcus Gibbs. Ghetto Brown is out. Let's take a look at what happened here.
G9 there after a low blow from Ghetto Brown. Marcus just barely kicking out.
But then Marcus picking Ghetto Brown up for a Death Valley driver. Ghetto Brown able to kick out of that as well.
And out of nowhere, swinging around, dropping him down, Marcus Gibbs, the new Viral Internet champion.
Very worthy champion, Marcus Gibbs, the Zulu Warrior.
And the nominees for Culture Shock Wrestling Viral Match of the Year are Lucha Locura versus the California Kid 1.
John Riker versus Lane Smart in the 12 Years of Mayhem barbed wire match.
And making his second appearance in this category, it is again Lucha Locura, his match against the high-flying Billy Rays. And what a worthy crop of contenders for Match of the Year. We've certainly seen a lot of bar murders right here on CSW Viral, Brian.
We've had a whole year, over 50 matches to choose from, and those are the three that it boils down to for Match of the Year. Don't forget, go to Facebook and vote for your favorites. You'll see it on our very year-end special and a retrospective of the first year of Viral.
And the matches continue to go on. I mean, you saw it earlier. Brand new Viral champion, Marcus Gibbs. That only means additional great matches to come here in the new year on CSW Viral.
Well, you could almost chalk that up as a moment of the year. Marcus Gibbs, it's just the second time the Viral title is defended on the show here, and he walks away the third champion in the short history of this championship.
No doubt about it. Hey, let's also look at the nominations for Wrestler of the Year.
And the nominees for the granddaddy of them all, the Viral Wrestler of the Year, Lucha Locura.
The CSW Heavyweight Champion, Nathan Beast.
And that leader of the fist, the California Kid.
And there you have it, a very worthy crop of contenders for Wrestler of the Year here on Culture Shock Wrestling Viral. And things are only going to continue to get better in the new year, Brian. Not only have we got all these great wrestlers, all these great matches, we're going to have a slew of guest co-hosts as you continue to make your way in the ring.
I've been kind of seeing what's coming ahead, the future production notes, and the names that you're going to see show up on this show. That way I can kind of take a step back and I don't have to look at you every week. It's going to be, you're going to love it, not having to look at me. That's how I should
stuck
say.
with me. I don't know what to do. They can't fire me. I've been choked out, so I have a little lawsuit sway there. But seriously, we're definitely looking forward to things in the new year. And speaking of big things coming up in the new year, we promised you a big announcement at the end of the program. Brian, I'm going to let you have this.
Well, CSW is proud to announce that we have formed a partnership with the AIWF, one of the largest sanctioning bodies in independent professional wrestling today. AIWF's been going for over 20 years, and they've got territories all over the country. CSW is proud to join the AIWF Florida territory. You're going to see a lot of new faces from this organization coming in over the next few months. You're going to see some of the same faces that you've seen at CSW venturing out into other parts of the country. It's a big moment in CSW's history.
Really, it's a growth moment. I mean, like you say, lots of talent, lots of opportunity out of the area to come here and bring big belts back through the AIWF. It's going to be quite an affiliation, a nice partnership between Culture Shock Wrestling and AIWF.
It's going to be a lot of fun, not just for the guys behind the scenes. It's going to be even more fun for the guys in the ring, new faces to chew on.
And of course, you the fans. Always the winner here watching Culture Shock Wrestling. And for Viral, I'm Mike Roycroft. For my broadcast colleague Brian Cage, we'll see you next time.